Good day everyone, welcome to this video and welcome to this episode. And as you see, the Earth is flat. If you see the horizon at the background, you don't see any curve, so the Earth must be flat. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, by the way, that's not even the horizon, that's the end of the world. That's the edge of the world, and now we are at the corner of the world. As you see, there is a 45-degree angle at the end of the world, and it ends up in an ocean. What if I look under this Earth? Maybe I will see the elephants which hold this Earth, but I can't see them. I can't even see the turtle which holds the elephants. That's very strange. Oh, by the way, we can create a nice little island here at the corner of the world. What if we create some bridges to this little island? And also some road elements. Now we have a road to the corner of the world. That's very interesting. So now the world has no edge, it has only a road an island at the edge of the world. Quite strange. By the way, of course, I'm just making fun, but I promised you in the last episode that I will show you a larger area. This is now a 128 times 128 tiles land, a world, and I made something else, so let's jump to the beginning. So this is the main menu of the game which I created in the last days, and if you remember the original Transport Tycoon, in the original game the main menu window was in the middle of the screen, and the game had a little preview city in the background, but unfortunately the menu window covered up that city, so we could not really see that full preview city, and I was always curious how it looked. So when I started this game, I wanted to make sure that I don't cover any area of the background of this preview city, because I wanted to create a similar background preview for the game in the main menu. I wanted to make sure that I don't cover up that area. That's why I created the menu icons in a horizontal line, and I did put them in this bottom part of the screen. I only have 4 little icons, 4 little menu items, but I think these are enough. I have an option for new game, an option to load game, I have game options, and I have an option to exit the game. And in the background you can see a nice little preview of the game, and I know this is the same level which I created and which I show you in the last videos, so I did not make any new map, but I think this is pretty nice. And I also made a new option in the game options, and as I promised you, I will make, and I did make, a new option called size of map, which affects the size of a newly created map. So now it's 128, but if I select 64 and hit OK, nothing will happen, because this affects just a newly created game. And I have 4 options now, and I made a mistake in the last episode when I said that this little preview word which I like to use is 32 times 32 tiles, but this is just 24 times 24. So the smallest option is 24 times 24, which you see now on the screen. I made 64 times 64, 128 times 128, and 256 times 256, which was the default for the original Transport Tycoon. And by the way, now you see a little, maybe this is a bug, you see that the preview world is freezed. So why is that? When I showed you first the game options mode in one of the earlier episodes, I talked about that while you are in game options mode and mess around with game options and try out the options, the game is paused, so time does not tick in the game while you are in game options mode. And as I use the same subroutines and functions in the main menu to create this nice little world and to manage the trams and trucks driving and all the other stuff, the game is now also paused. Maybe I will fix this, that the game should not be paused when we are in game options mode and in the main menu, but now this is like this. I didn't want to take much time, and I wanted to create this video for you. So let's hit OK, and I see a little bug. I don't know if you notice it, but this tree on the right side has no shadows. I don't really know why that is. I did not look at this tree in the last video, so I don't know whether this is a new bug or a old bug. I don't know why this is. Let's now switch off shadows. Okay, now nothing has any shadows, and let's hit shadows on. Okay. This tree has no shadows. I don't know what's going on, but I will look after this. So by the way, in the preview menu you can also mess around with the options, and you can see how it would look with winter textures or minimal textures in autumn, or spring morning with smooth textures. So you can mess around here in the preview with this preview little world in the menu. That's why I created this, so you can see how the game will look. By the way, you know I always love the classics. We have these little lines at the edges, and maybe let's hit midday in summer. This is what I like, or I think this looks the most like a classic, something like a Transport Tycoon. So now if we have 128 tiles selected and we hit new game, now a new map is generated, and yes, this is just a empty map now with 128 times 128 tiles. Of course, if you start a new game, you don't end up here like with an empty map, so there will be a terrain generated with some cities and industries and so on, but I did not finish that part of the code yet, so maybe that's going to be in one of the next episodes, how we generate a random land, maybe some random lakes and some random cities and industries and trees around the map. But I just wanted to show you now that I made this option for the main menu as I promised you, and I also made a main menu, and I made this exiting. This was a button to exit the game, but I made a change here because now this bottom button says return to main menu. So now this button is a button to return to the main menu. So I click this now and it says, are you sure you want to return to the main menu? All unsaved process will be lost. Yes, I click yes, and I want to go back to the main menu, and now we are back in the main menu. So this is what I did in the last episodes, and an interesting thing, now that little tree has these shadows, has its shadows, so but now that tree has no shadows. Something weird is going on with these shadows, and I will have to look after this what's happening. And but you know, we always have bugs in our little programs, but as I told you, we do not have to be ashamed of these bugs. We have to fix these bugs, find these bugs and fix these bugs. I had hundreds of bugs in the code, of course, and I always try to fix them. I have a list with the bugs, and each time I fix a bug, I write down the date when I fixed that, so that makes it much easier if I have a list with bugs, so that I know what I have to fix. So this was for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you like my channel and like my little game, and I hope we will meet next time. Bye bye!